Wow, look at this environment. That's so great. Woo! Oh, look at the detail, dude. These pre-rendered cinematics have a big advantage because... Good morning, everybody. Just had a solid workout this morning. It's 10:35 a.m. I'm feeling fresh. So we're gonna step into, let me get this popped up here. We're gonna step into the world of League of Legends and see what makes some of these cinematics so amazing. What can we learn as artists, as creators, as creatives in general, and we're just gonna have a good time. Okay, we're gonna have a damn good time. Anyway, we got a lot to get through today, so let's get to it. Okay. I have no idea where we are right now. Very spooky.
A full tankard in a warm tavern was the plan. Not extra watch.
Oh, who's this?
Whole countryside's on edge after Fuss Barrel.
Yeah, filthy mages. They show up here. They show up here, and I'll come.
Oh, he's gone.
Cedric?
Not Cedric.
Tedric.
Tedric? Oh, I know who this is gonna be.
Tedric!
Man, that is spooky.
Help me!
Ah! Holy crap, dude. I hated that. Man, I loved how creepy that was. They did it in a few ways. Number one was the lighting and the ambiance. Like, the lighting, when you're trying to set a mood, lighting is going to be one of the first things that you should really try and nail, I think. And they really nailed that. They used a lot of shots that really narrowed your point of view down, right? Like, you can see the outsides here are really like, you're always framed into a little tight spot in the shot, and that's gonna make you feel pretty claustrophobic. So that's something kind of cool you can do when you're making horror stuff, I guess. The sound design was terrible. And terrible, I mean, it was amazing, but it was absolutely horrifying. So the sound design was really intimate. It felt like everything's really in your face, and like, you know when you're sleeping at night and you get spooked and then like suddenly your hearing like kind of like amplifies, right? Like all your senses get dull and your hearing gets really shot up, right? Like, so they kind of did that. And to make it feel really spooky, I loved how they did it all from like a single person's point of view, right? Like that's how you're gonna make something feel like really scary. Like you kind of have his hands navigating through this forest, so it feels like you're there. That's how you make a scary cinematic, right? If you want someone to feel immersed, that's it. That's what you do right there. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, Fiddlesticks, pretty spooky, dude. Pretty spooky. All right, I won't pause for every single one, but I do want to get some good takes in every here and then. We are here to talk about art, but let's just enjoy the ride. Okay, we got Twisted Fate. This is an old cinematic. I remember this one. I remember when this came out thinking, like, this is peak cinematic, so it'll be really interesting to see what it looks like now. Ooh. God, they look so different now. Oh, another Fiddlesticks. Good action. Did they ever end up reworking Twisted Fate? I wonder. I haven't played in a while. Got a stun card. Cool. I like the action there. Like, even early on, they had already really nailed choreography. So that was super cool to see, like, how good that was even back then. Where are we now? Bilgewater. Cool. What I like to see is this art style is so different. I don't know when these came out. I guess these aren't in chronological
Seems like
order.
I'm the one holding all the cards now.
Well played, Captain. You finally landed me.
Don't flatter yourself. I'm after a bigger fish. Your partner.
That Graves is too
this
smart to
misfortune?
walk into a trap. If you think he'd be stupid enough to bash
Nobody gets her.
Like, look how incredible this shot is. Wow, what a step up in cinematics. I guess they're not chronologically ordered, but like, look at this. You got Graves in the right here, looking up at this shot, looking up at this giant horrific shark thing. Just an incredibly detailed background. This might even be painted. And then you've got what I'm guessing is Miss Fortune, or maybe just another character that looks like her up here as well, looking up at the shark too for whatever reason. It's just a beautifully framed shot. It's almost like it's like weirdly religious to me. I'm not sure why, but this is just such a cool composed shot.
Damn it.
Dumb luck is a gift of his.
Oh, is it?
I gotta say, I love the character design for this too.
No, you don't.
God, looking at Graves' gun now. Oh, it's Twisted Fate. Oh my God. Okay.
My turn.
All right, Missy Fortune. Nice and easy.
Missy
Don't make
Fortune.
any more trouble.
Okay, you win. So who gets to collect my bounty?
Well, by
Oh.
arrangement, we always split 50-50.
Nah, hold up, 70-30.
What are you talking about?
Look at her smiling. She knows what she did.
Again, which means I get the bigger
I had it
cut.
perfectly under control until you came forward.
You were upside down like a piece of meat.
Call that shit.
Got him.
Get your elbow out of my mouth.
That is not my elbow.
Stop moving.
You are a very large man.
Shh. What was that?
As promised, 2 for the price of 1.
Excellent.
Oh God.
Thanks, Captain.
You're lucky I like you.
These two will make a worthy sacrifice to the beasts below. Prepare yourselves for 1,000 years of suffering.
Hold on a second. Everyone talk this out, right? I got 20 years max. I was sent.
Oh, that is so creepy.
Right. This isn't your last hand. Let's go before this gets ugly.
Looks like the tides of Bilgewater have shifted again, my friend.
Let's get out of here.
So long, sea witch!
My sacrifice.
Find someone else to feed your monster. Stop them. You gotta catch us.
Wow, look at this environment. That's so great.
Just another beautiful day in Bilgewater.
It really is.
Great cinematic. I don't know when this came out, but it's cool to see how close they are to the Arcane style. This might even be after Arcane came out. I don't know. These are 2D painted backgrounds, I'm assuming. These don't look too 3D. I think they use some like parallaxing as they... Let me turn the sound off here. They use some parallaxing, I guess, as they scroll this up. I'm almost certain this is all 2D, which is really great. I don't know how they do this. It's just such talented artists. And look at this beautiful shot. You get so much storytelling and understanding of like this Bilgewater place. Just from this, just from the shot scaling up. Like, look how vertical this place is. Yeah, so great. I don't know what this lighthouse is or anything, but I also loved how much character storytelling there is. I loved the character design is so incredible. You see so much personality in all of the characters. Graves and Twisted Fate are almost like this like capable but like bumbling duo, which I really thought was funny. The design for Miss Fortune, goddamn, I gotta say, she's pretty hot. I guess that's part of her character design, right? But I loved it, and I love like this kind of like implied connection between the three of them. Like, she kind of understands that they're a bit of idiots, so like all she has to do is like kind of put a spark in between them right here and get them arguing, and she knows she's gonna be able to distract them. And they haven't said anything about this before, but you can tell like she's worked with them before or had problems with them before, so she knows how to deal with them, which is really funny. Moving on, we're 5 minutes into this. We're gonna get done. I promise. It's Timo. Oh, look at his cute little drawings. Bandle City. Okay, I haven't seen much of Bandle City. Again, they're using some really cool, animated 2D backgrounds this time.
The Bilgewater pages are missing from his scout journal. Besides, weren't there enemy bogies spotted over Piltover?
Bogies? Bogies? Why didn't you say so?
There he goes.
I'll help you save Timo. Lieutenant Lulu, this rock is the most important part of the mission. You've got this. Bye.
I
I always have to guard the rock? He can do a lot of things. I'll fix that.
Rat Town. Is this the Bilgewater?
Timo? Timo, sound off! Whoa!
Yep.
A double cannon!
That's Graves.
Oh.
Not a single bogey. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. She thinks I'm washed up. Well, not
This
this
guy is
my
crazy.
boy.
This rock never does anything.
And I'm gonna... What? No Tristana?
Nope.
Nope.
Mission's gone south. Want to go cause a ruckus?
I thought I struck gold when I got one yordle. Now look what we got.
You got. Don't care how much those yordles are worth on the
I love
bounty
these
board.
two. Wait, was that card parallaxed in there? That was kind of cool.
Quit your whining. That cage is runic iron.
Oh, Corky.
It's a magic cage.
Prepare to face Bandle City's most decorated flyers.
Here he comes. Oh.
That makes 3. Red.
What was your plan?
Oh, I'm just a distraction.
What?
As I said, tick, tick, tick.
Oh.
Donna?
Holy shit.
All day, and it doesn't do anything. I'm starting to think that maybe... Don't touch your Donna!
Oh.
Rock! No!
Oh my god, I felt that in my foot. I love that they all use their character abilities too. Oh! I love the way Tristana has that kickback on when she fires her cannon, because she's so small and the cannon's so big.
But I tell you, you don't mess with yordles.
Thanks. I thought I was a gun.
Bit of a lighter one.
Friends like these furballs. What were you here for anyway?
I'm not gonna lie, the character design of the Yordles is pretty unsettling. It's like a weird uncanny valley thing. I know they're obviously not real, but something about this design is kind of freaking me out. I think it's the way their eyes are too big and their heads are like, look at this is Lulu, right? Look at the size of her hat. It's like bigger than her body. Something about it's freaking me out, man.
Bandle Scout mission badge number 389. Adopt a pet. Cute, huh? It's a school devouring seaworm! Timo, wait!
Timo, wait!
I do like the Yordles, they're fun. Okay, where are we now?
Thieving little devil.
Oh, okay.
Get the food out. Double quick, sir.
Oh.
Here you are, sir. Bugger. Sorry, sir. Cursed arm. Yep, picked a mage's pocket. He gave it the old zapparoo. Now it does what it wants. You have to watch who you trifle with in Noxus.
I really love the characters. Oh. Who's this? I love the way the light switches. It's like nice and red and bright and fun here. And his claw contrasts nicely, but when it goes to that creepy character, the lighting changes.
Bugger. Sorry, sir. Double quick, man. Pardon. Dodgy arm. Sorry, cursed hand.
Are they gonna explain what's going on with his arm?
Double quick, double quick.
Look how different the lighting is.
Would you like a warm bowl, sir?
No, thank you, Bort. I'm saving my appetite for your service. Go on. Put it to pocket before someone else does.
I don't know what that is.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Port. Well, I put it towards your debt. If I didn't need to cover all the broken plates of stupidity.
Someone in the comments of this video is gonna have to explain to me what's going on with his arm. Oh. Oh, it's Thresh.
Going somewhere. Bought, my friend.
Oh,
I
interesting.
Was a prisoner too. Longer than you could
Ooh,
imagine.
hang on, pause. Did you see that? So I've never seen the man's face before. I've never seen Thresh's face before. I thought he was like an entity. But take a look at this. Something cool I noticed, by the way. Look as he crosses the threshold, right? It's the character design of his head. That's pretty cool. Anyway, small thing. Let's continue on here.
Longer than you could imagine. A phantom chained to the Shadow Isles.
The Shadow Isles.
No one escapes.
Cool shot.
I forgot how squishy they are. I'm free now.
Ooh.
To do as I wish.
Oh.
Here he is, friend.
I love how the hand is animated. It's like its own personality.
Wait! We're friends! Who else would take you in? A little ribbing between friends. Just me and Airport having a laugh. Right, Port? Right?
Someone gives and someone gets.
God, this voice actor is tickling my brain
Transaction.
in a great way.
Curse is his.
His profit, sir.
Would you like to be free, Mort? Never again to feel the sting
Mort
of your accursed deformity?
You can do this.
My dear Mort, there is life, there is death, and there is me.
I love when he does that deep voice, man. That sounds so satisfying. League has really locked in on the like cool 3D stylized characters with like really great hand-drawn 2D animation. They've really nailed that.
Few know the truth.
Okay, thanks, man. That was cool.
Isles. Even fewer dare to venture there.
Shadow Isles. Cool, we're in Shadow Isles lore. I will say early on the styles jumped around a lot in some of the earlier cinematics, but it's really cool to see.
Further across the waters every year. I can't let that happen.
It's cool to see that they've really seemed to lock in on a style later on.
The words and come right back. I must do this for him. Go.
They really got their reps in on these cinematics. There's so many.
Hello? Father?
Look how gorgeous these backgrounds are, man. These are incredible.
Father!
Oh my god. That sounds awful.
More
stress. Run, my boy!
Round and round we go.
Ooh. What's going on with his hands? I don't know what's happening with the...
That is the truth of the Isles. Mortals come, lured by hope
And we are always waiting.
That line goes pretty hard. I love this shot here. The encroaching, almost like darkness of all this green and turquoise, and then it's really just like a light of hope, right? Because this color typically represents hope. Oh, okay. I guess we're moving on. Getting a lot of Thresh Shadow Isle stuff. Pretty cool. I didn't really know much about it. Ah, man, what a great shot. So this is Lucian and his wife. What's her name? Senna, if I recall. I always loved Lucian, like the sort of like vengeance style character. He really reminds me of Wesley Snipes from Blade. Oh, no sound. Okay, no sound. That's fine. But we get to see some cool action sequences at least. Whoa. Dude, I will say, while there's no sound, these cinematic animations are like, oh, okay, we're back. Cinematic animations are made so differently from like game cinematics, if you know what I mean. Like, look at all the liquid simulations, all the smoke. Like, look at all that. Like, not really possible to do in a game cinematic unless it's pre-rendered. Whoa! This is cool. Oh, I love the slow motion. This cinematic really makes Thresh feel like he's like a heavy, powerful, like almost tanky character. Like his footsteps are super heavy. Oh shit. You want to know the difference between a pre-rendered cinematic and an in-game cinematic? You've probably heard those two terms before. These pre-rendered cinematics have a big advantage because video games have to run at a certain frames a second, right? Let's say for some games it's 30 FPS, some games it's 60 FPS. Now, when you're doing that, you're pretty limited on how you can make your cinematics and animations. So for example, if you have like a big water scene or whatever, you can't like simulate water. That's your frame rate and your budget is gonna take a hit, right? It's not going to work. So that's why things in video games can seem a little janky sometimes or a little lower quality, even though it's supposed to be a big cinematic. But with pre-rendered cinematics, you don't have to worry about any of that. You have all the processing power in the world because you're not trying to render it up front in front of the viewer's eyes, right? It's just you're creating essentially a video that you're playing in the video game. Does that make sense? So that opens up a lot of doors for you. So that allows you to like create these insane fluid simulations that you can pre-render. And these scenes will take literally sometimes days to render, right? Like think like Pixar movie, like rendering 1 second takes like X amount of hours or whatever, right? These are all like particle simulations, post-processing, like character, clothing simulations, all this stuff that normally wouldn't work in a video game. You can do that in like a pre-rendered cinematic. Right? And that's why cinematics like this sometimes look so much better than other cinematics, right? These are all pre-rendered. Like a lot of these cinematics are done with software like Houdini and then processed in things like Nuke, for example, which is a completely different suite of software when you're comparing it to let's Unreal Engine or Blender or Unity or something, right? They do completely different things. Anyway, moving on. So which one's better? Really comes down to your preference. It's wifey. She's back, baby. Oh man, what a great shot. Cool. Like all this smoke and liquidy fluid stuff, you could never get this in a regular video game shot. At least not right now. Not with what we're currently working with. Cool. Badass couple.
How could you betray us like this? Because I could. Because I wanted to. It ain't about the money. It ain't all about the money. With my dying breath, I offer my soul to thee. Lady of Vengeance, let justice be done.
Pledge accepted.
Pledge accepted. Who is this? Is this more Senna?
What are you?
No. Ooh, look at that. Look at the lighting coming through the skin and you see the bones. That's so crazy. That is super cool.
Not a chance.
Innocent blood stains your hands.
Open, Samuel!
The Lady of Vengeance. What's this character's name again? Callista, right? This is Callista. Ooh. He's ugly.
Take it off.
Yo, Callista.
Such is the price of betrayal.
I would love to do I would love to learn how to do some of these smoke renders in Houdini or something.
Many are the grim tales told of the Shadow Isles and the black mist that shrouds them. And while all good folk shun this cursed land, sometimes its darkness comes for you. The black mist ebbs and flows like the tide. Yet now and then, on a night much like tonight, it reaches far across the sea, searching.
This is a cool shot.
Killing.
Whoa, CGI.
This time is known as
animatronic.
The harrowing.
Animation. This is cool. I'm like trying to wrap my head around that, but that's super creative.
Shadow Isles go forth within the black mist.
I love this. This is so amazing. Oh, there's Heck around. Oh no. Very cool how they're able to make it look like a puppet show.
Preying on the living.
While working with CGI. This is really fun. What's that TikTok audio? Everybody's so creative.
There's no coming back once you're claimed by the harrowing.
Ooh, I wonder how they did the strings. They just like
You're cursed, condemned.
I guess they just rig string, right?
Forevermore.
And attach it up to the top above the camera. Oh, so cool.
Well, what were you expecting? There ain't no happy endings when the harrowing comes for
That
you.
must be a very interesting project to work on, creating an animation like this, because cool, a lot of smoke.
Friends. The harrowing is here.
Because you're not just making a regular animation, you're also thinking about, hang on, let me pause this. I thought that's so cool because you're not only thinking about how to make an animation, you're also thinking about how to make this box that they're in, right? And like what contraptions work, like the details in this are so amazing. Like you have the strings that are like shining through, kind of like catching the light, right? Almost reflecting off. And you can see that she's got like metallic rings, right? Like a real puppet, right? So you also have to think about not only, there's another layer to this, not only how the animation is gonna go and how it's gonna be choreographed and storyboarded, but how would it look like in a real puppet show? That's kind of blowing my mind. Like you can see, this is like, you can almost see like maybe glue and stuff coming out. Like you have to think about like, okay, if this is a puppet show, like what's it gonna, like what are the elements of a puppet show? Like I think that's so cool. That might not seem cool to you, but that's blowing my mind right now.
Long ago, a king was driven mad by the death of his wife. In a desperate quest to bring her back, he struck down all who stood between him and the waters of life.
I don't know why this is in double vision.
desecrating the blessed chamber led to ruination. A black mist that consumes all. Defenders of the light fought back. Their cause? A fleeting shimmer against the black.
Cool.
This ruined king.
The ruined king.
Sacrifice all.
This character came out well after I stopped playing, so I don't know much about him.
Sentinels defend the light. But they will learn. Their feeble light died long ago in that chamber.
I don't know why it's double vision. This is tripping me out.
All that remains is the dark.
Okay.
The housing's loose again.
Okay,
what
cool.
What did you do to this thing?
You'll have it fixed by Mudtown. With currents and wind conditions, we can be there in 3 days.
And the details on this cinematic are crazy.
The mist should be leagues from here.
Well, it saved us a trip.
I guess they can sense it. Whoa!
Sinna?
Hey, we don't run from darkness.
We light the way.
Her hair is very cool. I love her hair. These guns they have are massive. Cool. This is a power couple right here. Dude, this gun, like, this, what is it, like, a gun that big in real life, what would that weigh?
You
like,
don't belong here.
150 pounds?
I have crossed through death and ruination to get back to her. Return, my queen.
You will destroy this world.
She is my world.
No. Samira, right? Garen? Not Garen. Darius, that's his name. Poppy! God, Yordles, dude, so weird. Oh, the fur is like, this is so bizarre. Oh! Vayne, cool. She really reminds me of Trinity from The Matrix. Like a mix of Trinity and like Kate Beckinsale from Underworld. Whoa. What was that? A soul? God, the VFX are crazy, man. I can't. How long does this take to render out? Great shot. I love that. I love how the camera made space for the sword. Cool. This is one of the better cinematics. And listen, I want to say something, all right? I want to say something. Last time I did a reaction video last week, and one of you, can you see me? I'm pointing at you specifically. Made a comment saying, "Oh, all he says is like, whoa, that's crazy amazing." Like, dude, I'm sorry, okay? I'm trying to get better. What else can you say? Like, I'm gonna be talking for 2 hours. You know, I'm doing my best here. I'm doing my best for you specifically. That was a good critique because you're right. I do say, whoa, that's crazy a lot. All right, it's just who I am. This is 33 years of talking and language I'm trying to undo for you. All right, so I'm saying I hear you, I recognize you. All right, if every scene has all this smoke and water simulations and they take hours and days, how do they get anything done? Well, you can send these simulations to be rendered in render farms, right? Render farms. Maybe if you work in CGI or you understand this space, maybe you've heard that term before. I'm not talking to you though. I'm talking to the people I'm talking to all the new viewers here, right? And render farms are a way to take these really complex scenes that would normally take hours and days and weeks to render out, and they basically break it up over multiple, let's say, computers. You can't see it, but I just tap my computer there, right? So if something takes 10 hours to render, for example, if you render it over the course of, if you render it with 10 computers, each one concurrently, concatiously, I'm just making up words, they can render an hour each, and then instead of 10 hours, it takes an hour, right? So and these big studios, they all either outsource or send these files to render farms, or they have a render farm themselves. I actually don't know. I'm kind of talking about my ass at this point. I don't work in any studios, but if you do work in a studio, you know how this stuff works. Leave a comment below. That's cool stuff. I want to know more. Anyway.
Death descends. The light is fading. Who will join us?
This feels very arcane-y.
Who will be our hope?
Very arcane-y. Yeah, Vayne. Is this a new character? I've never seen this character before. I don't know if she's an actual character or not. Ouch. Nice. Used her E. Used her E ability.
Is she dead?
No. Worse.
Come on, Vayne, use your ult. I know you got it on cooldown.
You cannot stop
Whoa.
the darkness he's unleashed. Until our queen is
Dude, they love their smoke animations at Riot Studios. Or whoever made the cinematic.
What's happening?
Steady.
Oh! Wait, what's that lead character that turns into a dragon? Shyvana? Is it? This is like a Shadow Isle Shyvana? That's kind of cool, if true. Big if true.
She's big.
Then shoot her twice.
Okay. Man, these have got to be two of the best designed characters in the league, dude. They're so great. And a solid story. I love the idea of like a couple united in vengeance and justice.
How do we stop her?
We pin her down and hit her with everything we got.
On it.
Wait!
Let's go, Vayne.
Lucian!
Oh! Right down the throat. Not gonna be able to taste right for a week, man. Can you imagine?
No. She's still in there. She's a monster.
No, Viego's the real monster.
Viego, that's the
And there aren't enough arrows in the world to stop him.
Viego.
We need to work together, or he will destroy everything.
Cool.
What
I
is
guess
this?
Viego transforms people into
This is where you
monsters
make a
of
choice.
themselves.
Stand with us in the light, or fall alone to the darkness.
She's reckless, Inna.
And we'll need more just like her to stop what's coming.
Are you two just going to stand there? Or are we going to find something to kill?
Tracer? No, I'm kidding. Who was that? Cool. I guess the Shadow Owls is spreading out their influence. I actually don't know much about this lore, so it's cool to see these.
All this in the name of love. All the sacrifices that were made. All the lives forever changed. You have driven good men mad. And mad men good. No atrocity is
Graves is
beyond
back.
your reach.
She belongs to me.
So predictable.
Not gonna fall for her this time, are they? Oh, is that Vayne with the new skin? I can't tell anymore. Cool shot. Dream team.
No!
Ooh.
Love is not easily dissuaded. At long last.
Finna? No! Finna!
Show them no pity.
No pity. Senna's always getting kidnapped. Pantheon. Cool. It's cool to see all these redesigns.
Here on a shirt? Well, I didn't mean you.
Why is everyone so sexy?
Viego, your black and broken heart has destroyed everything. You turned our season of love into an eternity of bitterness.
Good slow-mo shots here.
madness. All this death, all this ruination. And for what? This obsession? I loved you until my final breath. Why wasn't that enough? Our tragedy should have died with me. Now, let me rest.
Oh no! happy again. Dude, Viego seems OP, man. That's sad. What people will do for love, huh? Cool. That was a cool cinematic. Pretty emotional. I'm sorry I didn't have much to say about that one, but that one was really emotional. Very epic, very Avengers-like, I guess. I don't know why it reminded me of the Avengers. Yeah, you know, overall, Shadow Isles lore, pretty interesting, pretty interesting. I think that's pretty much it for Shadow Isles. I could be wrong. No, we got a little more left, but yeah, pretty cool. They use a lot of smoke simulations, that's for sure. Smoke simulations doing a lot of the heavy lifting for these guys. So how are you guys doing today? We're just hanging out. I mean, we're reacting, but we're also just hanging out. We got a lot of fun stuff coming down the pipeline. I'm on a content schedule now. Maybe you can tell or not, but things are moving here on the channel. We're gonna be doing some different stuff here and then. Kind of done with the artist breakdowns. Kind of done with those. They're super fun, and I've got a few more to put out, but we need more of me on the channel. So we're gonna be doing hopefully either weekly reactions or something weekly where I can just turn on the camera and have some fun. But I get a lot of messages. Of people saying they want more of me, and I can't hide behind the cameras as a producer all my life. I really want to make this channel work, so I'm gonna give it my best shot and make sure that I've given this 100%, this thing 100%. I'm just rambling now, but I need a break. I've been doing this about an hour, so I need a quick break. I need to check in with you and see how you're doing. What are you? Are you an artist? Are you watching this video because you like art, or do you like League? If you're new to the channel, hello. If you're old to the channel, hello again. So what do we think of the cinematic so far? Pretty fun. In the future, I think I'll pick something with a little more excitement, I guess. There's a lot of drama and storytelling right now, but I want to focus more on like things that have animation that stand out. So like the only thing I think off the top of my head right now is like Zenless, more anime stuff. If I'm picking up on what you're putting down, I know you guys like anime. You guys like a lot of animated anime stuff. So I'm gonna try and figure out a way to like integrate that into the channel in the future. But I really wanted to get into the League of Legends lore. So this is pretty cool that we're doing this. You know, I'm really focusing, and I've been thinking a lot about, okay, what is the direction of this channel? And I think I'm getting there. I think I'm getting there with where I want this thing to be. So I think we've got a lot of exciting stuff coming down the pipeline very soon, very soon. You're gonna have to take my word for it though, because this stuff takes a while. We'll do more redesigns. You guys like when I just sit here and animate. You guys seem to really like when I react to stuff, but all this stuff in the middle, I'm still trying to figure out, you know, do we do the how it works in video games stuff, or do we focus more on like something else? I don't even know. I have no idea, you know. I will say I do have a very cool series coming up in the near future, but that's all I can say about that. Okay, we're back. Sorry, I had a crookie. My girlfriend got a croissant and cookie. It's like a baked thing together. They take a croissant, and you put a cookie inside of it, close it up, cookie on top, bake it together. Disgustingly delicious. Anyway, thank you. Intermission over. Let's continue on here.
What happens when an
cool, we're in Ionia now. That looks like a Kali and Shen.
One of your riddles, old man?
A test, perhaps.
You don't cut guardian trees. I'll teach him a lesson.
With your steel?
Great color design on this. Run! Oh, ow. Oh my god, did that fall on him?
You're just a kid. Stay away! Adorable.
Oh, yeah. I really like the colors and the color design of Ionia. This is super great. Okay. Look how expressive her eyes are. Her mouth is covered, so they need to make her eyes really expressive.
See as I see.
Cool.
The boy has awoken the shrine's protector. It is fueled by the anger of the forest. Ali, no!
Ah, cool.
The balance must be returned.
Can't we just bend the rules? He's a kid!
Good mix of 2D and 3D, and I like the hand-painted design of all these characters too.
A trade. Bury it! What? The seed. Plant it! Now! Tier 10 gauge teeth. Work, damn it!
Nice. The forest is balanced. Isn't it Shen? I think Shen used to say balance in all things, right? Maybe that's a core principle of Ionia. God, I love these shots.
If you hurt this land, it's gonna hurt you back.
He's happy now. Cool. I love Ionia, man. Oh, okay. They've got an actual animation. This is gonna be hype. I can tell you right now, this is gonna be hype. That looks like what's his name? This is gonna be hype. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it. Okay. Hear me. Hear me. You heard it here first. Anyway, let's continue. Ooh. Yes. It's his brother, right? Yone?
Answer for what you have done. Yone, turn back. You have dishonored us. You
This is
swore to
good.
protect
This is
him.
the good stuff. Inject
You
this
swore to protect
into my
Ionia.
veins.
Look around you, brother. Your honor stains the ground. Better than living without it.
Cool. Yes, we need more of this. I wonder if Lee made any more of these. This animation really reminds me of an older anime called Afro Samurai. I don't know why. Something about it is really doing it for me. But I used to love that anime. Anyway, let's continue on.
I'm sorry, brother. I will not fail you again.
This is amazing. Ooh, yes. Yeah, it really does. It is, whoa, cool switch. I think they might have actually taken reference from Afro Samurai because some of those shots looked really familiar from one of the opening sequence of Afro Samurai. Cool. That was cool. So he was thinking in anime. What a weep. Okay, where are we now? Back in Ionia still? Okay.
Apologies, Opa. I didn't mean to.
It's all right. Ah, the spirits wait for no one.
No, I'm not.
Looking to commune? Why else would the great Yasuo come? But are you ready?
Does that matter? I'll never make it up there in time.
True, the road is long.
These characters are so detailed,
Perhaps my
all
own
of them.
temple can still provide a way. The choice is yours.
Is it?
It's taken years for the spirit blossoms to return. If the land is ready to heal, perhaps you are as well.
Pretty. This is super pretty. Very
And
emissive.
this is the way? Old men, flowers, and hope.
Maybe hope is enough.
You'll notice the lighting feels a little different. This one is cell shaded. They use cell shading for this, where the lighting has harder cutoffs, right? Harder cutoff value. Maybe we'll do a video on how cell shading works. That would be kind of cool. If you look at how the lighting affects people, like the lighting is softer. It's got more of a gradient, more realistic to it, right? When you go to, and this is one of the cool things about anime and how anime works. And this is one of the things that give anime and CGI anime more of an iconic look and makes you think it feels more anime, right? It's the cell shading on these characters, which is a cool little detail and an intentional artistic choice that they made for this cinematic.
Hope is enough.
Maybe.
Immerse yourself in the river Whaley. Let the waters cleanse you. Let the currents take this burden you carry. Remember who you have lost.
Let me go, Yone! I was winning! Did you see me take out that big one?
I saw you dishonor yourself.
You fight?
When I have to, not when I want to.
You don't have anything to prove.
There is always another fight, Yasuo. Finding it proves nothing.
Beautiful scene.
Your place is here. With Elder Suma. He trained me for this. I can help end this war. Your duty is to this school. To your master. To Ionia. Then I should be out there protecting her. I won't fail you, Yone. It seems I have already failed you.
It hurts. Nothing worse than your older bro, big bro, being disappointed in you. Nothing worse.
Drink this. It will help forge a bond between our realms.
Is this guy evil or something? I'm getting weird vibes from him.
A drink rarely gets me out of trouble.
Sometimes we must go looking for our demons.
I do not trust this guy. Cool.
Sometimes
I love the way it swaps. Oh! Woo! What an entrance.
Show yourself.
Okay, I'm hyped. You got me, I'm hyped.
Not here for you.
Killing me does nothing, Hunter. I will return.
Damn, I can't even keep up with what's happening right now. Woo! Oh, cool.
What a disappointment. And your honor thrown
Better than living without it.
Uh-oh, he knows it's coming.
Why are you running?
Let's go. This is so anime. And the music.
Done running.
Oh my god. Pretty good shot. Woo! Ultimate. Okay, that's so good. Yeah, okay. Alright, Riot. Alright, Riot. Didn't have to go so hard on this cinematic, but I see you.
Have your revenge, brother. You might deserve death, but not by my hand. Then there is nothing left for me in Ionia.
He's gone.
Even the wind has a path, brother. Farewell, Yone. May the spirit of Ionia guide you.
Whoa! Okay. This is one of the coolest shots I've seen in a while. Thank you for bringing this one out. This was worth the wait. Look at this shot. That is gorgeous. I love the way he split the water. This is my favorite one so far. I mean, you know what I like. You know the kind of shots I like. So I think I read a book recently called The Sword of Kaigen. Not only were the fight scenes in the book absolutely incredible, but the way the characters fought, they would use it as almost like communication. It's how they would talk. It's a warrior culture, so it's how they express themselves, right? So there's this scene, I won't ruin it because it's definitely worth reading the book, where two of the main characters, a lot of tension has been building up and they finally clash and they fight and they express how they feel through this fight, through this sword fight. And it's one of, even though it's brutal and they're essentially trying to kill each other, it's one of the most beautiful moments in the book, right? And it really opened my eyes up to how fight choreography and action can be used to tell a deeper story. And I think that's what makes this so great, right? You have a character like Yasuo, who is obviously representative of the wind. He goes, does what he wants. And then you have his brother, who's a little more orderly, also badass shot. And then the way they come together and fight together in union, and they recognize each other's abilities, and the way they connect through their fighting ended up telling a story that wasn't just action, right? It had so much more flavor and so much more depth to it. So that is one of the core tenets of a great fight. The characters experience development while the fight is happening, because if you make a good fight scene, the fight itself is a conversation. And it's just great. It's just great overall. This was such a good scene. If you can't tell, I love fight choreography and action. There's a lot to it. Okay, where are we now? Ionia still.
It's easier looking back.
Okay, more Yasuo.
The trick is seeing what lies ahead.
From what I hear, most likely thieves, beasts, and drink.
It is a lawless place, where you can decide your own fate. Besides, we're both looking for something, aren't we?
I recognize this voice.
We'll find it in Bilgewater.
It's Ari. It's Ari, isn't it?
I think we'll find many things.
Yeah, dude, all the best characters come from Ionia. You can quote me on that. This is Vel'Koz, isn't it? Yep. I recognize that sound anywhere. Oh, it's like a 2D animation. That's cool. Oh!
Thank you for your contribution.
Kaisa's creepy house as hell, man. Kaisa. She reminds me, her character design has always reminded me of this movie called Alita Battle Angel. I think that was the name of it. I watched it on the plane one time. But I don't know much about her, so this will be interesting. Oh, thank you. That's terrible. Nope. Nope. What?
What are you? I am everything the void has consumed.
I don't remember this character. What's her name? Velbeth? Velkov? Something? Melboth? She's a manta ray, right? Ooh.
Disappoint me. I am not some void spawn.
Ew!
I am so much more. I am the end of our world and the beginning of mine.
Oh my god, that was horrifying. Okay. I like that. I liked how as they ripped Kaisa's face mask off, her face was also transforming. That was a nice little parallel. I hated that though. Hated every second of that.
Always look up in wonder.
Ugh, so gross.
Some fall to their knees and worship.
Sounds like Aurelian.
Others hide behind walls and towers. But the thing they do best is beg for mercy. It's just adorable.
He's creepy, dude. Another anime style one? I hope so. These have been great, man. They've gotten even better. Oh, here we go. Give it to me. My nose is so itchy. The amount of content League has made over the years is incredible. When did it come out? 2009? Like 15 years of content. Crazy to think that some people have been playing this game for that long. This looks like Noxus. Ooh. What's he protecting? Ho! Bard. Here he comes. It is very awesome to see the characters that you see in game and how, in their lore, how overpowered and how powerful they really are. Like Aurelian Soul, Bard. We need more of this stuff, man. I need to see more of this anime. I mean, Arcane is fantastic, but we need a League of Legends anime now. I'm convinced. Good sound design too. We see some Zed action. Is this the? Rakan. I remember a surprising amount of these characters' names. Rakan and I can't remember his sister. Yeah. That's fun. What is happening here? Pretty good choreography, and the sound design and the Foley is really good on this one. Oh. What's the thing she's destroyed? I have no idea what that is. Classic shot there. Wonder what Zed was protecting. Faces are a little uncanny valley in this one. Oh, okay.
Tell me a story.
Cool.
There was once a pale man with dark hair who was very lonely.
Why was it lonely?
All things must meet this man, so they shunned him.
Did he chase them all?
He took an axe and split himself in two.
So he would always have a friend.
So he would always have a friend.
Cool. Little Kindred lore there. I want more anime! Sorry. I will say they're not afraid to jump from style to style. That is for sure. Like I've seen full-on anime. We've seen like hyper-realistic. We've seen semi-realistic, semi-stylized. Literally everywhere on the spectrum, from hyper-realistic to like fully 2D animation. Like it's all there. Like they are not afraid to do that as a company. Like they are very very happy to explore all of these different styles and tell all these different stories in different ways. Because how you present and how you style style of video or style something, it's gonna really have a completely different feel for the audience. I will say, I'm a more, I mean, we're getting down to like, this is small nitty gritty detail, so it doesn't really matter, but I really like the cell shaded style that they did, and that hand painted arcane-y style that they ended up falling on for Arcane, but that's just me. That's personal preference. At the end of the day, it doesn't make that big of a difference, but man, overall, I've been really impressed with these cinematics, man. It's really cool. This feels very God of War. Wow, that is so real. Look at the detail, dude. Look at the beard. The beard is catching the light in all the different ways. The pores on his skin, the wrinkles. Even the teeth, you can see, look at the enamel on his teeth. You can see this little bit, like if you look at your teeth and light is shining through, right? You get that subsurface scattering. You'll see that the base of your teeth are actually a little transparent. They've nailed that. He's got a little nick on his lip. The beard is beautiful and patchy, like my beautiful beard. Mine doesn't look as good as his, but like even the hair feels like it's kind of like matted together. It hasn't been washed in a while, obviously because he's been sweaty or fighting. Like, what an incredibly detailed shot. I can't even imagine the amount of work that goes into this specifically. This is, I don't even have much to say about it on a technical level because this is well out of my wheelhouse. Making these like cinematic, realistic characters is just a whole different beast. This is so cool. I have so much respect for this. There's gonna be another silent one, huh? That's annoying. Oh well. There's Kale. Well, I guess you can talk over it. Like, this style of hyper-realism is so fascinating to me. I think a lot of the time that like these companies, like, oh, it's Atriox too. I think a lot of the time this style can really fall flat because it falls into that uncanny valley zone, and it kind of does here too, but I don't know, at the same time, I think the way it's lit, and look at that subsurface scattering on his wings. I think the way this one is done is beautifully done. Like, look at the hair, man. Look at the hair simulation. Like, you can even see like the light, the subsurface scattering coming through the tip of the wings, beautifully lit. For those of you who don't know what subsurface scattering is, you know when you were a kid and you took a flashlight to your finger or your hand, right? Like a really strong flashlight, and you did this, right? You ever do this to yourself and you could see like the light coming through your finger? Video games and cinematics and CGI have a way to replicate that, and it's called subsurface scattering. Basically, you shoot a light ray. When you shoot a light ray, right, a vector, a light particle through something, when it hits water, it gets refracted, but when it hits skin or other kind of like translucent waxy materials, it scatters. The light scatters, right? Subsurface scattering. So that is a way that CGI kind of like implements it. It's through a math function, and I find it absolutely fascinating. So I think, so what artists can do is they can create something called like a depth map, or maybe in cinematics there's another way to do it, but it tells the program how deep and how translucent the material is that the light, the vector, is going to be shining through, right? So it dissipates in different ways. It's pretty cool, pretty interesting stuff. That's what I understand about it. We'll do a video on it someday. We'll learn about it. I guess this video got copyright claimed. That's why there's no sound. Excuse me, there's no sound to it. It's too bad. It looks pretty epic. Who dis? Oh. Ouch, dude! I love how realistic this one is. Is this old Yasuo? It is. It's old Yasuo. Whoa. Let me see that again. Hang on. Whoa, look at the detail on that. How do you even do that? Look at all these pieces, all these fragments coming out. That's so cool. And wow, oh my god, even the rope tying the arrow together was shredded. That's crazy. There's someone walking behind him. Got him. Is he gonna ult him now? No. Back to the shot of Tryndamere. I don't know what's going on, but this is a great cinematic. In terms of just pure technical quality. Oh my god, there's Kindred here. Wow. Tryndamere beating death itself. Very on brand for a Tryndamere main. Or at least trying to beat death. He's in his ult right now. All you gotta do is wait 6 seconds, dude. There you go. Wow, look at the lighting. Here comes Ash. Whoa, so good. Again, I don't know when this one was made, but so impressive. That one was, in terms of, you know, pure technicality, that was the most impressive one so far. That was really cool. Okay, we got sound. Where are we now? Shurima? That's the place, right? Desert place. Like, if someone just showed you this anime, would you think this is League of Legends? Probably not. This is more of northern or western style, not northern. This is more of western style animation. Oh! I don't remember the name of this legend. I used to play him in the jungle a little bit. But then I stopped playing jungler because everyone was mean to me. It's a tough role, man. Pretty scary. Pretty scary desert monster. It's an older one, I guess. 2014. Okay, what else we got? Nice. Nice first-person shot. It's very arcane. Reminds me of the people that live near the tree that fly around on the surfboards. This one feels a little different because the frame rates are lower, I think. Whoa! This feels very arcane-y too. But I like that the background is like a higher frame rate and the characters are a lower frame rate. They might do like, I don't know, maybe 24 frames a second as the background, 60 frames even, and then the characters are maybe like 12. Which is a cool little trick. Very stylistic choice. And then with all the 2D animation and then All these like comic book style effects. It's very, very stylistic. The rendering is interesting too. They're almost like clay characters. It feels very stop motion. Like some of those old stop motion-y cartoons back in the day. Like kind of like Robot Chicken. Whoa, this is a very interesting style. Yeah, I'm getting the hell out of there. This is cool. This is really cool. All right, the audio got cut, but yeah, this is a really interesting style. I don't know how they get that look to have it sort of like this like stop motion-y clay look. It must just be the way they render the textures and like the way they kind of like have the characters animated in a lower frame rate. It's just a cool little change, I guess. That's it. Oof, okay, that was a lot. That was a lot of animation. But overall, man, shout out to all the studios that made some of these cinematics. Like, some of these are such an incredible achievement. Very cool. I loved some of those, man. I will say, I loved the Yasuo animes were super cool. The Yasuo one that was like cell shaded was really cool. And I really liked all the Lucian, Senna stuff too. That's a pretty badass couple. And the Bilgewater ones. The Bilgewater ones we watched at the start were also really fun. What can we learn? What did we learn today? I mean, animation specific techniques, not a whole lot. There was a lot of it, but I didn't really focus on it. But I think the main lesson here is that Riot and all these companies aren't afraid to like try something different and really take risks with their styles, because you never know. If you don't take risks, you never know what you like, right? So that's what I say. I say that's it. It is also like 15 years of creative content that they have there. So that's it. That's it. I got nothing left. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for hanging out with me. You know, this is a fun little morning. If you want me, I'm gonna talk to you. If you want me to react to something specifically, leave a comment below. That's it. Wow, that was fun. Anyway, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go make some lunch. I'm gonna go get on with my day, and you should too. You should too. Get out of here, okay? I'll see you.